or maybe a mother of a boy, that will be a good achievement. I'm going to say this again. If this message just gets to one person and they would overthink or think it again about their choices in their partner, in their life, that would be worth the video. So in America, women are outraged. Some women, not all. Gosh, what's wrong with me? Just a second, guys. I apologize. Um, they just losing their minds literally over nothing. So the power when it comes to termination of life or abortion, I hate that word, but now goes from the federal government to the state. That's all there is to it. But they are losing their crap. They don't check any information. And, the whole idea of um, this concept, the whole idea of seeing women getting completely out of touch with their femininity, with their nature, it's really scary. It's scary to see the women just being screaming and yelling and have so much outrage and anger. And I would tell you, number one, why you should not marry uh, or associate with a woman who is pro-choice. These women are miserable. Number one, these women overall will bring nothing to misery. A woman that is satisfied in her life, whether she has family or not, whether she has one child or 10 or five, the woman who found herself, who found her place in life, whatever it is, not all women meant to have big families, not all women meant to be married or be mothers, but the women who are have so much outrage inside of them, uh, they are miserable. If they would go that far to scream for something they don't fully understand, it just tells you that they have frustrations from all other areas of their lives. They made wrong choices. And this is the perfect outlet for them to scream, how it is, you're upset about something else, and then one person says something and you just pour your it's a bad management of your emotions. It's also true dissatisfaction with our lives. I've seen that place before. Okay, don't tell where it is, please. Just for my uh, privacy. Thank you. Yes, it is a beautiful place. But I still want to have some time to share things with you guys. So this is number one. Women who are pro-choice, they are generally miserable because it's especially those who are out loud pro-choice, who will tear you apart, who will fight with you, who will try to prove and tell you, like, who come in very aggressive at this. You know, some women, you don't even know what their beliefs are, but when they put it out loud like that, it just means that the choices in life that they made, they keeping them miserable through their entire life. And this is a perfect opportunity to scream because they never find a way how to communicate with men, how to make men feel good around them. And so this is their way of getting back at you and blaming you for something that takes responsibility of both, right? Number two, and this is, I think, the most important reason to not connect your life with a woman of pro-choice. Women who are in touch with their feminine, with their normal selves, women will always, always, always love their child more than they love you. I'm going to say this again. Women who are actually women, who did not lose touch with themselves, with their nature, will always love a child a lot more. It's much stronger that that than they love you. It's just how it is. It's something that you cannot explain, you cannot create, you can do anything about it. It's probably one of the strongest instincts, but it is actually a good thing for the world and for you as well. It's a good thing for you. It means that if you have children with that woman, she will prioritize. That is uh, um, contrary to what feminists say, this is not their body. It's actually a new life of two. It is 50% of each DNA in their body, so happen to be in their body, right? But it means that this woman that you choose to provide and protect for, that she will do her very, very best to take care of that child. And sometimes taking care of a child means sleepless nights. Sometimes it means a lot of things that are very hard to do unless you love this child more than life, more than worlds, more than anything. And this is meant to be this way. It's meant to be this way. Also, the love for a child is quite different. So it's overwhelmingly strong and powerful for a child for a reason. And again, it's a different kind of love. So the good thing is, it's not a competition. The woman that is thinking to become a mother or is a mother, she needs your love and your support as a man more at that time than ever, because she love and nurtures that child so much. Uh, she takes from her resources. So love to you and receiving love from you replenish those resources, and it's crucial. And once again, it's not a competition at all. It is a very strong life force, I would say. Love, especially to a tiny child that needs you more than ever. It's a very strong bond. Yes, literally and mentally. Yes, Ricky, that's exactly true. That's exactly true. So why would you connect your life with somebody that think that it's okay to terminate life of somebody who she loves more than you? Think about that. If the What kind of woman would consider terminate a life of somebody, be okay with that, that she supposed to love more than you, and I'll tell you, more than herself. I don't care what all the psychologists and new age people say, that oh, self-love, oh, you love yourself first. No. When you become a mother, you realize you never know what love was, because all the love we have before, um, sorry, all the love we have before we becoming a mother, it's kind of conditional. It's kind of weird receiving it. It's kind of from our parents or from our husband or from our lover or from our whoever. It's playful, it's conditional, it's fun, it's flirtatious, it can be very passionate. But this is when you discover this Pandora box, you really learn what love truly is, and it's overwhelmingly powerful, but it can also bring you great pain. So once again, if you think that the woman who can mindlessly terminate the love of someone she should love the most under any circumstance. She doesn't care what doctor tell her, oh, this child has imperfections, this child may have some genetic disorders, or our instinct is to give the child a chance and to love them more than life, especially when in the first, in the early child development. It's just in us. Many women give birth to children with Down syndrome, and they love them, and they say that it's a journey of love. It's their personal, you know, feminists say it's a personal choice, but these women feel like they meant to be a mother. For some reason, they need to go through this journey. So, Once again, long story short, think about what this woman will bring into your life if she does not appreciate or wants to feel the one she's supposed to love again the most. That's, I think, something to consider. I see that a lot of men uniting and supporting women's rights, and it's, I feel like it's a celebration of delusion, and they're trying to win some points, with the women that they're with, but they lose. They will lose in the long run because women like this, I don't know if they really worth a sacrifice of provision and protection when they do not guard their own body. And this is actually my reason number three, is women's continuation of life, her reproductive health. It's a very treasured um, part of her mental, physical, and emotional health. If she's willing to put her body at risk by actually performing those procedures, if she does not value her reproductive health, if she realizes that she may not have this chance ever again, um, what does it tell about? What does this tell you about her? If she can just mindlessly, the issue with all the situation, we all know it's not about exceptions, it's not about the incest and rape. This is not about it. This is about mindless using um, abortions as, I don't want to scream, as birth control. That's all there is to it. All the other cases are under 5%. And instead of educating women and tell them how precious, valuable, uh, they are, women are life force in this world. What if we deny something that's given us from God, from nature? It's our highest power. That's something you can never do. And it's our power to carry and brew life. The reason why we are more connected to our children, or we have this overpowering love, is because their life depends, the life on the planet depends on it. When you carry somebody in your body, under your heart, that does something to you. It does something to you in a positive way. It's change you. You wake up as a different person. When you hear the first heartbeat, it's just an experience where only women can understand. You can hear it, but it's like when your child moves inside of your body for the first time, and of course when your child comes to this world, with pain and struggle and the risk of your life, but it's something that could never be underestimated. It's something that cannot be described. It's something that cannot be described, but it is a sacred experience that God meant for us. God, universe, whoever, nature, even if you don't believe, I don't force religion on people. I think that everybody should come to their own terms what they're doing. But trying to sweep it under the rug and say this is not a life, this is just some clump of cells, this is useless, or this child destined, doomed for misery, or he has imperfections, he has conditions, let's get rid of him. This is not of God, this is not of nature, this is not of woman's heart, this is not of anything, okay? So you people gonna do what they're gonna do, but one day the price would be paid. One day it may be too late. For many women it is too late, and it's devastating. It's really is devastating when you made something mindlessly and then you realize what you have done. So Save yourself heartbreak, save yourself pain. These kind of decisions are showing the person's heart. And I want to tell you that, you know, the life is cruel. Some women sometimes if want to have a child, they don't have one. But they still very often have the love for children. They have the nurturing. They nurturing young women. Like I'm met some amazing mentors in my life, um, and some of the women I've been close to that are extremely nurturing and motherly didn't have a blessing to become a mother. Sometimes just things do not work the way you want them to work, but we have that inner instinct. We have the saying that there is no child of stranger, and that is true. If I see any kind of child anywhere struggling, there is no parents, like I'll be his parent for that moment. It's something that instilled in us. So I just want to get this message out there. I have not been watching much news, but I have been seeing all those highlights, all these women, with the foam at their mouths, going wild, screaming, yelling at everybody. And I'm just like, I'm just looking at this and thinking to myself, what happened to our world? What's going on? I truly hope that we'll have more mentors and parents will talk to their children not just in terms of contraception. Like, don't just talk to your children in terms of contraception. Talk with them in terms of what's what is a deeper layer under it. What is deeper under it, how your life can change, how you can if you're raising a son, how he can damage woman's life if he's not planning anything serious with her and he wants to be with her and he just wants to spend her time, and then you know he's not ready to support the family. I have the whole video I want to do about that sexual relationships are never casual. Feminists are so outraged because their myths and their life about men and women being equal is getting exposed. Because women are the ones stayed with the result. That's why women should guard themselves um, a lot more attentively. You know, I'm just saying. Um, but feminists are trying to tell you that, oh, yours the same, oh yeah, it's just the casual relationships. It's okay for women to sleep around like for men. It's not okay for men either. No woman with self-respect want to sleep with a guy. I always say it's like being sexually intimate with a person who is available for everyone. It's like leaking in public bathroom. It's like, who wants to do that? Who wants the cheap beers that everybody else had tried? But men stuck with a lot less results. That's why it's this kind of still a little bit of double standard. But let's just say, sexual relationships are never casual, and they can end in a lot of trauma, they can end with a lot of consequences. And because extremely liberal people and feminists in general are so guarded about their ideas, they want to protect them, and they understand that all that, if you cannot use abortion as the birth control, the idea of casual of sexual relationships being casual and of sexual freedom goes down the drain. Because if you can't use certain things, then you're gonna have a lot of problems, right? I think my phone is about to die, but I hope you guys were here. I can't really see the comments. I hope you guys were able to listen to my rant, but this is just something from my heart. Hey, Charles, thank you so much for your compliments and comments today. That's why. A parent